Let's see what's evoked when we put a little Zen, a little Hindu, and a little Sufi together. In a great monastery far away, the abbot would often say to all those who were there as acolytes, "In the village there is a tea shop, and the old woman there makes the most delicious sesame buns and tea, and she is also a very advanced practitioner of Zen." So, of course, many of the students were very curious, and they would go to the tea shop. But all those who came there to taste her tea and her sesame buns, she served with great graciousness. But those who tried to engage her in any kind of dialogue about Zen, she would take them behind a screen and give them a good beating. And then there was a great Hindu sage walking beside a small stream with one of his followers, when they looked out and saw a scorpion that had inadvertently got washed into the stream and was struggling for its life. So the great sage waded out into the stream and picked up the scorpion to take it back to the shore. But the scorpion bit him on the hand, and his knees buckled with the pain of that sting. But he laid the scorpion gently down on the side of the stream, and they were about to walk away again, when the scorpion wandered back into the stream again and got caught. So again the great sage went out, and picking up the scorpion with great care, he took it out, but it bit him again. And he got onto the side of the stream, and he collapsed with the pain of this terrible bite. So when he was able to be brought to by his follower said, "Master, why did you do that? Why did you go in when you know that the scorpion was going to sting you?" And the great sage said, "Well, it's in the nature of a scorpion to bite, and he was being true to his nature. I too am being true to my nature." And then there was a man who, from a very early age, had outbursts of anger, which he tried desperately to control, but he was always getting into trouble because of this volatility and his temper. He tried all kinds of means, meditations and practices and affirmations and the like, and he was getting quite desperate when he heard about a certain great Sufi sheikh who was very wise. So he went to the Sufi sheikh to seek his counsel. And the Sufi sheikh said to him, "Well, at a certain crossroads there is a withered tree. Go and sit under that tree and greet every passerby and give them water." So the man did as he was told. He sat there day after day after day, greeting and offering water to all those who passed by. And he came to be revered because of his diligence and his graciousness. But then one day a man came passing by, and when he was greeted, his greeting was completely ignored by the passing man. So as the man went on down the road, our man shouted at him, "Why didn't you greet me and accept my water?" But the man kept hurrying on. So our man had a great surge of anger, and he took down his bow and arrow, which was hanging in the branch of a tree, and he shot the arrow, which entered the passing man and killed him instantly. In that very moment, the withered tree burst into bloom. It seems that the man who was passing was a vicious murderer, and on his way to undertake the most heinous crime of his life. What do these three little stories evoke in us? From the place we find ourselves now, existence, knowledge, and bliss, combined, united, in a presence, an awareness, a truth. But what is it that these stories evoke in us as a recognition of something that's arrived in our life, coming after these three levels of life have been united in us? What is it that these stories evoke as a recognition? We've shed the garments of the conditioning of our youth, our past lives. We've shed the cloak of spirituality, pretensions, rituals. What remains? Our true nature.
Following our honest truth.
Truth, yes. No compromises. No saying, I shouldn't have done that, or maybe I should have said this, or what if I do that? Or, isn't it so? And it's not just truth, is it? Truth is what arises out of it. But the old woman beating the acolytes, the Hindu sage, the angry man. Trust is one of those things that we absolutely know in this place, isn't it? But it's not trust in something out there, it's trust in whatever comes out of our mouth or whatever action is taken. Isn't it? So this true nature is something to be revered, like over these past days attempting to find a name for that is called the God Self, or the real Self. But to do that, we do have to know our true nature, isn't it? Thank you, thank you.